The wall that heals has arrived in Knoxville. It's a half-scale replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C. There are more than 58,000 names on the wall of veterans who died in the war. Joining to explain how the wall can help East Tennessee veterans, Chris Albrecht with the Vietnam Veterans of America. Really appreciate you being here. We were just talking. This is a tremendous honor to have the traveling wall here in East Tennessee. It's been quite some time since it was in the city.
It truly is an honor to be here. 34 cities a year get to host the wall, and we were lucky to be one of them. It was here 26 years ago, and interestingly enough, in the same place. It was at the Beery-Lyndhurst Cemetery when it was here before. And the Beery family was just all over themselves to volunteer their space and so forth. They wanted to be involved again.
The hope here really is to bring some healing and help, especially to the veterans that call East Tennessee home.
That is so true. It is called the Wall That Heals, and for a very good reason. It's amazing how cathartic it can be to go up there for guys who have lost, buddies that were right next to them, to go up and find their name on the wall. I mean, there's all kinds of emotions. Guys will stand there and just sob like babies. Other guys will smile, just remembering the good times. But it's very healing, and there have been some real interesting stories about that healing.
I bet it's been a process of actually getting the wall here. You all have worked for months to make it a reality, and then the actual setup. It's impressive, the small amount of time it takes to put it together. It
is. The people from the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund who actually own the wall and take it around, under their watchful eye, the volunteers set it up. They do all the groundwork, and then the volunteers will carry the panels and put it up. The wall in Washington, D.C. is made out of granite. Well, they can't haul a big wall like that, so this is aircraft aluminum that's painted black and has the names, 58,318 names of men and women who were killed in action in Vietnam.
I know one of the ways that people pay tribute in D.C. is they can actually sketch a name on a piece of paper.
Right.
Do you have that opportunity with the traveling wall?
Thanks for asking, and the answer is no.
Okay.
But what the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, the people that own the wall and brought it here, they provide a postcard. You fill out, your name and address, and you put down the name of the person who you want a rubbing of, and what panel and what row, because you can get all that information here. Those cards are then taken back to Washington, D.C., where they have volunteers that go out and do a rubbing on the wall, mail it back to you at no charge.
Oh, that's great.
But you can't do it on this wall. It would ruin the wall.
Sure. Well, let's talk about, you only have a few days to see this, and you do want to encourage as many veterans as possible to make the trip.
We sure do. The wall opens to the public tonight at 6 p.m., and it will be open 24 hours a day until Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, when it will be packed up and go on to the next city.
All right, there's all the information. Again, Beery-Lyndhurst Funeral Home tonight through Sunday, free to the public. And as you said, it's just been overwhelming to see the healing that it's brought so many veterans.
It certainly is, and well, I'm fortunate my name's not on there, but I have friends who are, and every time you see it, if you don't get a lump in your throat, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. Well, Chris Albrecht, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate all your efforts to bring the traveling wall here to East Tennessee.
And we thank y'all for letting us be on and talk it up, because we don't want anybody to miss the opportunity to come see it.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We appreciate your service, and thank you for being here. Thank you.